Today in election news. President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's deputy head of executive affairs, Ali Saidlou, today on the eve of the cabinet's trip to the northern province of Semnan, described the criticisms and objections to the government of Ahmadinejad as the denigrating criticisms being aired in the election climate, saying, quote, "Through their misrepresentations, some people are portraying as critical the country's situation and are trying, even for the sake of gaining one vote, to present untruths and false statistics and harming the joyful and dynamic atmosphere of society. This is being unjust to the people and the country." According to the Iranian president's website, Saidlou praised the objectives of the management of the cabinet's provincial tours, describing them as, quote, "love of service, a profound look at the problems facing the people and the country, and attending the infrastructural issues." He said, quote, "The government will take advantage of all the opportunities it has until the last moment to serve the country, the people, and the revolution, and will not hesitate to make every effort to achieve the best results." Ahmad Khorram, the Minister of Roads and Transportation in the government of former President Mohammad Khatami, today criticized the policies and actions of the ninth government for its victimization of the people. He also said that Ahmadinejad's government was busy electioneering by unveiling semi-completed projects in various parts of the country. Khorram, who is a member of the Central Council for the Reformist Islamic Iran Participation Front, told the Pro-Khatami Yari News website in an interview today that the government of Ahmadinejad had feigned innocence in order to attract votes in the course of the June election. He said, quote, "In the ninth government's term in office, one should consider as victims the people whose country's oil revenues, instead of being used for construction and infrastructural development, were spent on other affairs." He also said that on the eve of the 10th presidential election, the government was busy campaigning by inaugurating projects which should have become operational 2 years ago, but are today being unveiled for publicity purposes, even if semi-complete. Sohelat Jilodarzadeh, the spokesperson of the People's Coalition Group for reformist nominee Mir Hossein Mousavi's campaign headquarters, said today that the closure of the Management and Planning Organization on the orders of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad was indicative of a situation which was, quote, "worse than the days of the monarchy." According to the semi-official Fars news agency, Jilodarzadeh, who was speaking to a meeting of reformist supporters of Mousavi in the northwestern city of Semnan, said, quote, "Why should the Management and Planning Organization be dissolved overnight, with one command, while no country anywhere is being administered without having such an organization?" She added, quote, "This situation is not a sign of democracy. Rather, it is even worse than the days of the monarchy." Fars news agency, which is the semi-official media of the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, carried a report of Jilodarzadeh's speech under the headline, quote, "misrepresentation," and quoted her as saying, "By electing Mir Hossein Mousavi, we must make up for 4 years of backwardness." These stories and more at TelevisionWashington.com.